just on paper. Yeah, it moves. Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing a 2022 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid. First and foremost, so a huge shout out and thank you to the Murdoch Hyundai here in Linden, Utah for giving me some time with this Tucson Hybrid. This is actually one of their demo vehicles. They have several demo vehicles in their fleet right now so that you can actually drive a vehicle before you put in your order, which is super important in today's market where dealerships somehow expect you to just order vehicles without driving them. Well, not here at Murdoch Hyundai, so yeah, definitely check them out. Link to their inventory in the description down below. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below as well. Let's get into the video. Under the hood, we have a turbocharged 1.6 liter four-cylinder that goes through a 6-speed automatic transmission. It's also paired to a hybrid system. Total system output, 226 horsepower and then 258 pound-feet of torque. Fuel economy combined is 37 miles per gallon. Now let's go over the front end of the Tucson. So first off, you can see we've got these distinctive body lines here in the center of the hood. And I like how it gives it kind of like a boxier type design. It makes it look a little bit more muscular too. I think it looks great. Coming down below, I love the daytime running lights and how those kind of match the grille here on the center. Got the Hyundai logo front and center. And we have the headlights here off to the side. And then you guys can see here with the rest of the trim there at the bottom. And yeah, overall, I think it's a really good looking SUV from a front end perspective. Kind of has like a cool futuristic vibe to it. Now popping to the side here, we've got two 35mm tires wrapped around 17-inch wheels in the front and over in the rear as well. And then you can see from a wheel design perspective, the wheel's mostly closed off. That's for aerodynamic efficiency, but they did a really good job with designing the wheel because you have the lighter color on the top and the darker color down below. So it makes the wheel look more open than it actually is. And then notice here for the fender flare, I think that's a pretty cool appearance as well, especially there on the side. And then notice tons of crazy body lines here on the side of the Tucson. It's kind of like a signature of it. But yeah, there is your full side view. And I like that trim piece that kind of goes around the windows as well. I think that looks cool. So here is our key fob for the Tucson. We have our lock function unlock. This is for the alarm, and then you've got your remote start function as well. Now, with this particular Tucson, it's not like super loaded up from an interior perspective, so we do have just a hydraulic opening for the hatch. You can see storage space back here in the Tucson is fantastic. We have the Tucson floor mat here, 12 volt off to the side. And then notice here with the storage space down below, and first aid kit obviously. Notice with the seat folded down, you get quite a bit more space. And, well, that's all for the rear. When you're done, they give you this nice handle that you can just grab and throw it down. Now finishing things up with the rest of the rear, you can see we've got the spoiler here at the top, and I love the Hyundai logo here on the back. It's pretty interesting. Tucson blue, the blue signifies this is the hybrid, but then also you have the hybrid logo over here. So kind of double down on that. And then I love the light bar design here. I think that's pretty cool. And, well, there you go. Now here's the door panel on the rear of the Tucson. I love this trim piece here at the top. And then you guys can see with the door handle and the window control. We've got cloth seats in this one. And then notice the stitching here with the cloth seats. Let's pop in quickly. Oh! Recline function. Storage space here, we've got some vents for the rear passengers, USBs. Then you can see the cup holder armrest, and let's head to the front. Now here is the front door panel. Look at the trim here at the top. And then again, I love the look of the door handle itself. They do give you a little bit of padding here to rest your arm. A few window controls, right? Mirrors do have blind spot monitoring. And then here are the front seats. They're very interesting because of this section right here. Like, look at that. It's kind of crazy looking. I like it. Then notice the stitching throughout, power adjustments here on the side, pedal layout down below. Stability control, this is for the battery to reset it. And then the steering wheel is manually adjustable. Let's pop in. Now here is the steering wheel for the Tucson. You guys can see pretty basic from a material standpoint on the outside, but I love the look overall. Really nice paddle shifters, actually. And then also the controls. Like, look at the faces on the controls. They all look really nice, upscale. You have adaptive cruise control and steering assistance with this. We have our turn signal light stock, get our windshield wiper stock, you know, the normal stuff. There you go. Now here is the center gauge cluster. It is very unique looking. So first off, we can scroll through some different menus. We're actually going to leave it on this so we can see where the power is being sent. But notice over here on this side, right, shows us how fast we're going, and I know it looks cool with the green and everything. And then over here it lets us know, you know, just like other hybrid vehicles, you know, what you're doing right now, right? Whether you're charging the battery or whether you're using up all of the possible power imaginable. And well, that's pretty much that. Actually, I want to see, this is a test drive vehicle, so the fuel economy is not going to be like just one person driving it, but let me quickly find the fuel economy and show you what it is. Okay, so again, this is a test drive vehicle. Oh, trip is only 53 miles. Never mind, I got excited there for a second because I thought, so there's one, 7,000 miles, 32 miles per gallon. Pretty good. Now here's the center infotainment system. First off, we pop it into reverse. We've got the backup camera with trajectory lines that turn with the steering wheel. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, you've got like shortcut buttons there on the side. But overall response time with the screen's fantastic. Notice we got like our hybrid page that we can go to and let you know what's happening with the vehicle. And yeah, overall, really easy to use. And then down below, we've got analog controls for the climate system. We do have a dual zone climate system here in this Tucson. And then charging area down below that. And then we have our hill descent control here. This is for the camera system, turn it on. Heated seats on either side. We've got the center locker here, so it'll evenly distribute the power front to rear. Drive mode select, but you can see the different drive modes. So we have our snow, smart, sport, and then eco that you can switch between. And then the transmission selector, just a bunch of buttons here in the center. Parking brake, auto hold, a couple of cup holders, and then notice the center console. Storage space is solid with that. Then here's the glove box, pretty normal. Then notice here with the design on the dash, I think it actually looks really nice, how it all kind of connects together. And then up top here, you can see you've got some light controls here in the rear, and also a manual mirror dimmer as well. There you go. Let's talk about visibility before we set off. So first off, visibility over the hood. Both the mirrors, again, they do have blind spot monitoring. And throughout the rest of the rear. And let's set off. Right now, I'm actually driving in full EV mode, which is pretty cool. So you can see it's silent. And it'll, you know, just like other hybrids, it'll switch, you know, between EV mode and regular mode. And it's actually a pretty hot day today here in Utah. It's weird. We've been going from like hot to cold, and it has not been fun. It'll be like 30 degrees one day, and then it'll be 80 degrees the next day. It is interesting to have to deal with. But first off, super smooth. And it's staying in EV mode for quite a long period of time. Not used to that. Waiting for the engine to pop on. I do have it in the eco mode, so it is gonna try to keep it in the EV mode as long as possible. There we go, engine popped on. Super seamless though, and again, it's off. Wow. Yeah, very seamless system. I like it. They did a really good job with the hybrid integration with this. Handling's great for, you know, an SUV this size. It doesn't feel like it handles any different than a regular Tucson. So that's good, right? And let's actually pop it into the sport mode. So things are going to get a little bit more aggressive. Again, having a turbocharged engine and a hybrid system means that this thing is going to be pretty fun, at least on paper. Yeah, it moves, that is for sure. Man, Hyundai is so good at this stuff. Yeah, it's quick, especially when you compare it to like Toyota RAV4 hybrid and then Honda CR-V hybrid as well. It just has this punch to it that those don't. Off the line, they all feel pretty good, but I guess because this is turbocharged, like you have like the initial punch right from the electric motor, and then you get another punch because it hits the turbos, and it's just like, yeah, it's crazy. It's like double punch. It is so crazy. I love that. Continuing along here with the Tucson Hybrid. It's also really quiet. That's one of the benefits of hybrids. Because the engine is shutting on and off and all that, it gives you just a, you know, quiet driving experience, which I really appreciate, frankly. I think it makes it a little bit nicer. Yeah, it's so smooth too. That's the thing, is with the CVTs that are in most hybrids, again, like a Toyota RAV4 hybrid, it's just, it's not great. It's not smooth. This is smooth because it has a regular torque converter automatic. So yeah, let's sum things up here with the Tucson Hybrid. First off, I think the Tucson looks great. Now, a lot of people are probably gonna be asking, Ben, sportage or Tucson? It's gonna depend on, you know, what you like stylistically more. I think this looks a little bit more normal. The sportage looks cool, don't get me wrong. But this looks a little bit more on the normal side of things, like for a car. It still has really cool styling, don't get me wrong, but it does definitely look just like I said, just a little bit more normal. Now this is more of like a base interior package with the Tucson Hybrid, and I think that it looks really good from an interior perspective for being like more of an entry-level package. Still has some pizzazz to it. It's got a bunch of nice features, heated seats, all that. So it's great from a feature perspective. And then from a driving perspective, again, EV mode, super seamless. It pops on all the time. This is smooth, this is comfortable. I prefer this over definitely over the RAV4 and the CR-V hybrid, because I'm not a fan of CVTs. Really, I'm not. Look at those wheels. Sorry, I got distracted. Those wheels look cool. Yeah, I think this is just a better system overall. It feels more powerful. Fuel economy is about the same, and it's just smoother. So yeah, amazing hybrid. Hyundai has done it. They've made, you know, what I would say is probably the best hybrid on the market right now. So if you're looking for a new hybrid, definitely check out the new Tucson. And if you want to drive one, again, Murdoch Hyundai has this one. That's going to sum things up for our video on this Tucson Hybrid. Again, a huge shout out and thank you to the Murdoch Hyundai here in Linden, Utah for giving me some time with the Tucson. Check out the inventory in the description down below. I'll see all of you in the next video.